Oh, perfect. This is amazing. Oh. Hello guys, as you guys can tell from the title of this video, we are starting a podcast. Matt and I are starting a podcast, and I figured I would show you guys every single step of the way of me making this podcast room into a proper studio for us. So if you guys have no idea about my house, you've never watched my videos, you've never seen a house tour of my house, you guys probably have no idea that we have this most random room in our house. It's supposed to be like the family den. Like there's a living room, there's a dining room, and there's like this random ass room. So Matt and I don't have a lot of space in our house, but I've always thought I wanted to close off this room a little bit because it's just such an awkward space, it's such an awkward room, and it would be better utilized as someone's office or as a studio now. So I went to Home Depot, I did a bunch of research, and I figured out a way to turn this room into a podcast room. So I will be building a new room in this room. As you can see, we have all of our podcast stuff right here. This is gonna be the super intense lighting for our podcast, so we spent a bunch of money on the actual equipment and stuff. And this is the room I will be blocking off. So I'm gonna wall off this entire wall. It's gonna look ugly on the other side. So on the other side of this wall, I'll show you guys. On the other side of this wall, I'm gonna put a curtain rod right here so it looks like it's a window. So when you walk into our living room, it's just gonna look like this was a big giant window and not like it's actually a random room that we closed off. All right, to protect my hands and my nails, I have these gloves. As you guys know, I've been doing the flip on the other house, and I've been watching the guys like renovate, and I feel inspired and I feel like I can do it myself. And I'm definitely the type of girl that has a personality that thinks she can do everything herself. Sometimes it's dangerous, sometimes it doesn't work out. So I'm hoping this works. If not, worst case scenario, I just hire someone to do this for myself. First, I'm gonna move all of this stuff. Oh, come on. Okay, I cleared out some stuff, not everything. I just need like a blank space. Okay. Whoops. You guys have no idea how difficult it was to get this drywall into my house. 3 Home Depot guys helped me out. They were so freaking sweet. So if you guys need like a good Home Depot to go to, Home Depot in Inglewood, the people are so nice there. The only thing I'm struggling with is figuring out how I'm gonna pick up one piece of drywall because it's so heavy. We'll see how this goes. Ooh. Ow, that was painful. Alright, here is the wall we will be filming against. R.I.P. to the first nail. I spent $200 on these stupid nails because I was trying to Hailey Bieber nails and they were so expensive to do and they broke within a week. And I'm trying to find the other nail so maybe I can like glue it on. I can't find it anywhere. I have a stud finder. I need to find all the studs on this wall and then we can screw all the studs into the studs. So it's gonna be like 2 rounds of studs in this house.
When you're not here, the sun don't shine. When you're not near, I don't feel like I do when you're with me. It felt like suddenly
Big things are happening. Alright, we got our stud number 3. I don't think I have enough pieces. 2, 4, 6, 7 pieces. Oh, perfect. Perfect. This is amazing. I am amazing. Okay.
I know.
Thank you, baby.
I know.
I realized I actually want to be able to reach underneath behind this room and still turn on this light. This will give me 3 inches to slide my hand in from the back side, turn on this room if I need to, and then I can also use this extension cord if I need to for, I don't know what reason, but any reason. not strong enough, I've realized.
What are you not strong enough for?
And I have to be able to push like super hard against that to go into the stud. Does that make sense?
Somewhat. Do you need help?
I'm gonna try it out a few more times.
Okay.
Hi guys, it is like 7:30. I've been working on this for like the last 3 hours. I don't know. I just went to Home Depot because the screws I've been using are getting stripped every single time. It's probably because I'm not using enough pressure because I'm not strong enough. So I decided to get better screws that are less likely to strip because I'm so weak. These are star-headed screws, which means it's not a Phillips screw head. So instead of it being just like four, like a plus sign, it looks like a little star, so it's less likely to get stripped. We'll see if this works. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We figured it out. I am a handy woman. Woo! We figured it out. Better screws, better jobs.
It's love that I'm speaking of. This is love if I'm making you breakfast. This is love if I feel myself coming down when you're not around. This is love if I think I've gone crazy.
Hello guys, it is day 2 of working on the podcast room. I actually don't have that much time to work on it today. Unfortunately, I have to take Zoe to urgent care because her eye's not feeling well. But I wanted to show you guys what I did yesterday. It's a trial and error. I really had to learn how to do a lot of this. And I'm not as strong as I hoped I was. So things are taking a little bit longer for sure. So let me show you guys what I did. Like I shared with you guys yesterday, I am making a wall. And I have to frame everything out because you can't just hang drywall on drywall. It won't stick. So we're doubling everything. I built this frame out right here so that we can actually attach drywall to the middle of this frame. And a lot of my screws were getting stripped. I learned how to take out a stripped nail all by using like a rubber band or latex gloves. I found balloons work beautifully. I took out all of the stripped screws that were stuck in the walls. So today the goal is to finish out framing everything. I might have to stop by Home Depot and buy a couple more pieces of wood just for my peace of mind so that I know I have extra pieces of wood if I need it. Day 2 of going to Home Depot. Looks like I will be living at Home Depot for the next week. I will probably be visiting here every single day, but we're trying a different Home Depot today and hopefully they can cut up some lumber for us. Woo! Here we go. Hello guys, it is day 3 of me figuring out how to build a wall. I didn't show you guys me working on day 2 because I was working in the middle of the night. Most of it was me doing so much math. Like I said, I did a lot of math and I actually have to redo a couple of screws just to like use less wood because I actually don't have enough. And it is so fun using this screw gun. This is the screw gun. Best $70 I've ever spent. It's so much easier to use than a drill and it's so much faster, but it is a little scary to use, but it's so fun. So fast. And I have been using this drill. I don't know if you can see this. This drill bit is like a sunken bit, so it pre-drills your board pieces so they don't crack. Also, it allows your nails to sit flush against the wood because I need these pieces to be as flush as possible. You don't want to feel the nails on top of the wood. Voila! Your girl is so fucking handy.
This is love if I think I've gone crazy. This is love if it seems I don't care at all. That your love hit me like a cannonball. I used to worry about my options, worry about my...
Yes, okay, so I just got this piece onto the frame and it's so secure now. I just need to do it to the other side so it's super, super secure, but man, I would have paid $2,000 for this. I was quoted $2,000. It looks like I could do it myself. Is it taking 3 weeks? Probably, but it's gonna be okay. It's kind of fun. I'm like literally so proud of myself, guys. Guys, I'm officially done framing. You guys have to see this. Guys. Ow. It's so sturdy. It's so sturdy. Like, this is better than I imagined I can make this myself. This frame is going nowhere until I'm ready to take it off. As you guys can see, some of these pieces don't go all the way down. I originally thought I wanted to leave this like outlet cover open just in case, but I ended up covering it with like this piece right here. But I did the math. You can still reach this light bulb. All I have to do is like go behind the wall and just reach my hand through, and I can just like turn it on and off. I'm so proud. Okay, now it's time to clean up this entire mess. Hello guys, it is day 4 of me building this wall. Can we just take a look at all these bruises I have on my leg? It literally looks like I've been taking part into too many Gluck Gluck 3000s, if you know what I mean, if you guys watch Color Daddy. But, as you guys can tell, I have little green spots on the floor back here. This is to show me where the studs are because I swear my stud finder does not work, but it is time for us to start drywalling. Oh my god. It's so heavy. Okay. Okay, we can do it. Okay, I'm gonna place this on the floor. It is so wobbly, but we gotta cut this. It's not gonna fit properly. Okay, I'm shocked it's standing up by itself, but like, yo. We did the first drywalling. I actually need Matt's help for the next step, which is doing the top portion. Right now, I'm taking a little break until Matt is done doing whatever he needs to do before he can help me. So I have candy and prime.
Far off dreams, far off places. The realest things don't take up spaces. So hard to find. There on your own. Just passing through. Just passing time.
I just cleaned. Look how clean it looks. It's also gonna get messy very soon. So I have this plastic tarp that I can put on the floor, but we're gonna get started on this. I don't know if I'll actually use the dry compound today yet, but I am gonna tape all the seams up. Hello, it is the next day, another day of doing this. I did not finish taping anything last night because I wasn't really sure how to do the corners, but I watched a bunch of TikToks, a bunch of YouTube videos, figured out how to tape the corners. So we're gonna tape the corners today. We're gonna start mudding the walls. The proper term is mud. I keep saying joint compound. It is mud, so let's do it. But pretty much you take the tape, and I kind of fucked up. I actually did 2 pieces on the very top of this wall. You're supposed to just do 1 long piece. It's kind of hard to do that. I'm gonna like fold this in half, so I don't know if that'll work very well, but I don't know what I'm saying.
Do you love how I play alone? Why you can't own your control? Baby, it's impossible to live it without you. I got no power. With your hands on me, with your hands on me, with your hands on me, with your hands on me.
Alright guys, I'm starting to mud the entire wall. I don't really know what to do with the bottom. I might finish it by adding maybe some plywood all across so it looks finished in some way. But as of right now, this is the process. It's looking pretty good. I'm getting better at mudding. I'm now understanding what I need to do.
never known a girl who could keep me around her. Let you go and suddenly another one found
Guys, we
you.
finished the wall. I finished the wall. I primed it. I did everything. I'll show you guys that when I get home because I know I haven't really been updating you guys. But right now we are at Portola Paint. We are lime washing that back wall. I have been wanting the lime wash forever now. Like over a year, I've been watching every single tutorial on how to lime wash. I think I can do it myself. To hire someone to lime wash your walls is like $1,000. I can do it. I can do it. So I'm with Callie right now. We're gonna buy some paint. That's their darkest Roman clay. It's pretty. And this is their darkest lime wash. I was so excited to lime wash, but if you can see, it's barely dark. Okay, I think we found the color. Oh, a nail popped off. I thought I wanted the blackest black, but I'm a little afraid it's gonna look like chalkboard after a while. So we're gonna go for the darkest brown, but it adds a little bit more warmth to the room, which I think I'd like a lot.
I honestly think that might go better too with like the chairs and like the neutral colors.
Yeah, I think so too. So this is the colored jacket. So this is the color I'm going for.
When you're not here, the sun don't shine. When you're not near, I don't feel like I do when you're with me. It felt like suddenly our souls collided, hearts in.
Hello guys. I need to show you guys the wall. It's black. It's beautiful. And it's gonna get better. We're about to Roman clay the entire wall. It is not perfectly black because we are gonna put more stuff on it. I just needed the base to be very dark, but you can see that it's kind of messed up.
That I'm speaking of. This is love if I'm making you breakfast. This is love if I feel myself coming down when you're not around. This is love if I think I've gone crazy.
Hey guys, I don't know when I started this project, but we are officially done making the wall. So I'm about to show you guys. I actually haven't seen it since I finished it yesterday, and I finished it in the middle of the night. I want to see what it looks like. I'm super excited. I don't know what day we're on, but I've been doing this for like a few weeks now, if not longer, maybe almost a month. I can't believe it took me this long, but I've learned a lot, and I think if I ever do this again, it's gonna be so much faster. Whoa. Okay, it might be a little hard to see, but it looks so pretty in real life. Wow. Holy shit, she's looking good. You can see there's like a lot of texture and movement in the paint. So Roman clay, it kind of looks like plaster. It has like an aged feel. It's really freaking hard to tell what it looks like. I can see like 2 lines running across, so I might do a couple more layers on top of that because it shouldn't look like that. So that's a little disappointing. But other than that, it looks so pretty. So next steps, clean up the space. I might do a couple more layers of paint on top of this just because it looks like there's like 2 giant lines running through it, and I don't like that look, but it's so pretty. You have to start from one corner to the other corner without stopping. If you let the clay dry, it'll look weird. I'm so excited to peel off this green tape, this green frog tape. We will see if it actually worked, but I'm super excited. Okay, let's go. Time for the fun part. Oh no, it's not perfect. Oh no. No! Hello guys, it is the next day. I'm wearing the same clothes I've been wearing because there's paint all over them, and I figured I might as well just keep the same clothes. Absolutely disgusting. We finally cleaned the room. Matt helped me clean out the entire room. So I wanted to show you guys how good the room looks. Also, I can't remember the last time we've opened the windows to this room, and this room is so pretty with the windows opened. Why have we not been opening these windows up? So let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's the beautiful wall. You can see all the movement from the Roman clay. Excuse my my gross little fingers. This is what the room looks like with the windows opened. It's so pretty. There's such good lighting in here, and I always thought this room had the worst lighting ever, literally because we never opened up the windows, but with the windows open, it's so pretty. We're gonna work on decorating the room. I have pretty much almost all of the furniture. I am waiting on a coffee table from West Elm. It was supposed to come in June. It is now August. They are saying it's gonna arrive August 18th, which is in a few days. We'll see if that actually happens because they keep pushing it back every few weeks and it's annoying the shit out of me. Also, West Elm's customer service absolutely sucks, like literally sucks, but I still love their stuff. So it's a love-hate relationship I have with West Elm. But this is the room. I built this. Also, I just woke up. I went to bed super late, so my voice is like really low and actually kind of hard to talk right now. But I built this. Wow, that was a little too excited. I built this. We got the rug. Our first thing we're putting in the podcast room.
I know.
The room looks so good. Be a little small though.
Definitely a little small, huh?
Okay, we just upgraded to the bigger version of this because it was in my room. It needs to be vacuumed a little bit. I think we should roll it the other way because you can't see the designs like this. We're adding in. I got this table from West Elm. I ordered it literally 3 months ago. West Elm, your customer service absolutely sucks because you said it was going to come in literally in June. It is now August. I got these 2 chairs. Right now we are trying to figure out how big we want our sign. So we're going to have like a backlit sign. It's not a neon sign, but it's a backlit sign. It's going to look really freaking good. Now we are going to hang some curtains because we want to make sure the sound sounds really good in here. As of right now, it sounds really echoey. So we're going to put up curtains. Also, we want to hide this opening right here. Also, I bought a bunch of curtains like months and months ago. Luckily, I kept them though because they are heavy duty like blackout curtains, so they should be able to kind of absorb the sound a little bit better than like cheap curtains, but we might have to like double them, so we'll see. Okay, look what Callie and I just did. They're looking so good. It's looking fire. So good. I put up the curtains. Matt and I like moved around all the furniture and stuff, so let me just show you guys because that's more interesting than like me talking about it. So we put up all the curtains all around. I have our studio lights all set up. We got the cameras all set up. Matt and I already practiced doing a kind of like trial run of the podcast. We have all of our setup right here. It's kind of a mess on the floor, but you actually don't see it in the podcast. As you can see, the wall is pretty plain. We ordered a backlit sign off of Etsy. It came in, so we're hiring an electrician to come in and add it. I'll show you guys that in a second, but right now I bought a bunch of candles from Target, and we are gonna be adding like these candle holders that are floor length behind us so that there's like a little bit of like intimacy in the podcast room. It feels really bare and barren right now because it definitely is. Callie's got them right here. Let me show you guys the sign because it's here. This thing was $600. I actually don't recommend going to the people I bought these from because they upcharged me for the color black, even though in all the photos it's black and it says that the sign comes in black. So I'm very confused why I was charged extra, and they weren't that great at communicating. I'll probably film when the electrician is here. Wait, why do they look so small? Oh. I was like, what are we missing? Okay. Let's just make these babies. All right, we made one set of the candlestick holders. So many like stands. If you look, there's just like so many black metal stands happening in this podcast room. But very cute. All right, it's podcast day. Filming our first episode today. And here is what the backdrop looks like. It's not perfect just yet. We'll still figure things out. But we got the electrician to install the sign. It looks so good. You push this button. Let there be light. Figure that out. Look at the setup. It looks so good. Make sure to watch the first episode. I'll have all the links for the first episode down below, guys. Are we doing it?
We are doing it.
We're doing this.
I guess so.
This has been in the process for over, 6 months. We've had this idea for the ROTN podcast for so long.
And really more than that, it's been 2-3 years we've been talking about doing a podcast.
Hey guys, so I know it's been a minute since I've talked to you guys, But Matt and I have officially launched our podcast, ROTN. So if you guys haven't checked it out yet, go check it out. We're on our 4th episode already. But I haven't given you guys an official ROTN podcast tour. So this is what spending $3,000 on a set gave us. Because I only got $3,000 to do this. I'm going to try to link all of the podcast gear that we use down below. So without further ado, let's check out the ROTN podcast, y'all. If you guys know somewhat of the layout of my house, you guys will know that this is attached to the dining room. And you walk on in and you see the podcast room. Baby, this looks amazing. Are you kidding me? I will say I lied. We did go a little bit over budget because getting this installed was an extra $800. I think I spent around like $3,600 on this entire set. I literally built a whole ass wall in this room. You guys have seen the process. I don't know if I've shown you guys the finishing touches yet, but I'm like panning around randomly. But this is the room. Are you kidding me? It looks so good. So I got this really cool coffee table from West Elm. If you see it, there's a lot of texture to it. It looks like it's been poured by concrete, but it's a special rock called lava rock, or at least that's what they say online. And these two vases are from West Elm. Then we have these beautiful chairs from Target, $300 each, which is definitely expensive for Target, but definitely worth it. Matt and I don't think it was the best idea to get these because we realized if we have guests, it's going to be a little awkward. So we're going to have to figure out the situation with guests. We do have 2 more chairs that look exactly like this in white, but they're so massive that it's going to take up a lot of space sideways. And then we have some candelabras. These are like wedding candelabras. It took me forever to find these. And then we just have these 3-inch chiller candles right on top of them. So if you guys know the vibe we're going for, ROTN, which is ROTN, by the way, I think a lot of you guys think it's called ROTN. It's called ROTN. So ROTN is all about talking about subjects that people aren't 100% comfortable talking about, like taboo subjects like money, business, power, sex, relationships, a little oversharing or a lot of oversharing, mental health. And it's been a podcast that I genuinely look forward to every single week filming. And I wanted this like dark vibe. It does relate to our NFT project called Runaways of the Neverworld, which is ROTN for short. And it's like these like little devils who escape hell and just hang out in the world, and they wanted to run away from hell because they weren't like bad guys at all. So it's like this like really cute story, but besides the point, we've kind of used the ROTN podcast as like the name of the podcast and to kind of talk about NFTs here and there. But it really is a podcast that I look forward to where we just talk about money and business. In the last episode, we focused on my career as a YouTuber and how much money I make, and I shared numbers and stuff like that, and it was honestly really weird to share numbers. If you're actually sitting here and you turn around, this is what the other half of the podcast room looks like. Not as cute. This is my co-host, Shark. Shark does not like to talk a lot. This is what the other half of the room looks like. Okay, so we have a bunch of curtains. There are windows to the outside world behind these curtains. More curtains. This is kind of like a sound barrier, so I wanted to use blackout curtains. I kind of want to do an extra layer of curtains because you actually don't want natural light in the podcast room because we're using these heavy-duty, professional quality lights. Like, look how beautiful that lighting is, and it's just from these 2 giant bulbs right here. So shout out to Jeremy for helping us figure out which bulbs to get because we were struggling a little bit. Also, if you guys are wondering why we have black curtains and white curtains, we wanted to make sure that you couldn't see like a stark white contrast from the wall, because when we have guests here, you're going to be able to see a little bit of the wall. But we wanted to make sure we had white curtains because black absorbs light, and we needed walls to bounce off these lights or it just wouldn't look as natural. It would just like look too harsh. We needed light colored curtains and then dark curtains. I really like how they turned out. Also, the white just like makes it feel a little bit brighter in here without it feeling so dark. And if you guys are wondering the paint color I used Jacket. This is from Portola Paints. It's Roman clay. I love it. It is a matte smooth finish. If you ever touch Roman clay, it feels so freaking cool. So this is kind of why we got it. This is what they look like. Full 360. Woo! 360 view of the podcast room. Also, look at the major difference if I turn off the lights. Wow, like it looks so different. Let me turn off this last one. So dark now. So yeah, these lights are amazing. And let me just turn off the last light. So yeah, these babies fantastic. We also have all these black magic cameras. I think with all this gear on top of it, these came out to be like $3,000 or $4,000 each. I actually don't know the specific number, but Matt and I spent around $16,000 on all the gear, sandbags, tripods, SD cards, audio equipment, headphones, things like that. But yeah, this is the entire room. I'm gonna show you guys like this little couch really fast. It's not really cute. Matt and I want to add like a mini fridge in here, but we need to find a mini fridge that is like super quiet and won't make random noises. But I think it'll be really fun if we have guests in here. They can like grab a little drink or whatever. Or if they're like managers hanging out with a guest, they can hang out in here. So what we have is Callie normally sits behind the cameras to double check the cameras are filming, because the last thing we want to do is film and then the camera shut off. So she gets to sit here. This is her pretty little view. Let me just turn this baby on so you can kind of see a better view of her view. So yeah, that is her view. This is the side view. Side view. This is kind of like the space we keep all of our other equipment and a random vacuum. That doesn't actually belong in here, but it's in here for right now. And then on this side, we have a little plant and a little side table. And if you look to the sides, this is where the mess is. We need to figure out a better setup. So if you guys have any suggestions, let a girl know. This is the audio equipment that's expensive. And we're actually gonna upgrade our mic stands. Matt hates them. I don't find them the best either. We're gonna get nicer mic stands that have a gimbal and actually drill into the wall. So that's most likely what we're going to be doing instead of this. This is the room, guys. I fucking did this. I did this. And a lot of you guys are probably wondering what the other side of this wall looks like. So let me go show you guys. Look, the pretty Christmas tree. But this is what the other side of the podcast room looks like. Are you kidding me? Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, we hid it with these beautiful curtains. It just looks like this was a giant window and we just don't have the curtains opened. Secret, if you actually open it up, you'll see that this is actually what the other side of the podcast looks like. If you guys listen to the podcast, you will know that the electrician said that I made a great ass wall and it looks professional, and he was shocked that I made it myself. She's a solid wall. Like, this is solid. I don't know what to tell y'all. Zoe, that is just mom. That's mom. So yeah, that's it with the podcast tour, you guys. Look how freaking beautiful this room is. So yeah, if you guys have ever wanted to build a wall, I'll leave some videos I watched to help me down below. If you need a girl to build you a wall and you don't want a man to do it, just call me, guys. But yeah, that is it. I love you guys. If you guys made it to the end of the video, comment down below. I can't believe the electrician said that, so that I know you guys made it to the end. But yeah, I love you guys. Go check out the podcast right now. It'll mean a lot to me if you guys do, and I'm really, really proud of it. So at least if you're gonna do anything, at least watch the first minute of a podcast to hear Matt's amazing jingle that he made on the podcast. It's gonna get stuck in your head, I promise. But yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye, guys. Bye.
Hey, you the best part of every single day. Ooh, no matter what I do, I've been lost in you.